Yo, what's going on? It's the Heaviest Podcast, weekly worship at the altar of radness. We are here to chat about some brilliant music. It's at a weird time in the year where this year's just getting a bit started. So we're going to be chatting about a right little mixed bag of things that we've been enjoying. And I think I better start with the fact that Gary, I've been completely slam-pilled.
Yeah. What has happened to you? You've been living in Dislamber. What's been going on?
I've been fully slam-pilled, bro. So we're going to talk about 3 insanely brutal releases, and then we've got some other bits to talk about.
You're the only person that I've ever met with a one-word New Year's resolution, and that word is slam.
So yeah, I think the best place to start is the EP that took over my December, Guttural Slug, mate. Guttural Slug. They released their new EP, Ulcers in the Flesh of Thought, on the 5th of December through Unique Leader. So, Gary,
Yes,
Guttural Slug.
Guttural Slug.
Did that mean much to you beforehand?
It meant absolutely nothing. The fact that you just said that it was released through Unique Leader, I didn't even know that, which once upon a time, I'd know everything that was coming out of that label, but I don't know, I've dropped off a little bit, clearly. It's all just heinous slam, so I'm not paying enough attention.
Well, you know, you've had a baby, you've cut your beard off, you're basically a new man.
I'm a cold-faced man.
So, you know, you'd be allowed to let some slam slip through your fingers, mate. So, this is a band I've been aware of for quite a while. If you don't recognize the name of the band, then I think if you're like into heavy music and you've been listening to like playlists with heavy stuff on for the last sort of 10, 15 years, you probably would recognize the album cover for their 2013 record, which is called Megalodon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's got a big shark on it and that. You know, big old Megalodon.
Cool.
Like, I reckon you'd recognize it.
Yeah, sweet.
And that is like, it's quite an iconic album in like the Slamverse, in the halls of brutality. People bloody love that record. The notable track is Hacksaw Surgery. That's got like over 3 million plays on Spotters. Like, you know, it does big numbers in the realms of brutality. So that album absolutely rips. Proper old school brutal stuff. It's badass. And then sorry, they're from Denmark, should have said that. And then you get to 2019, they got an album called Plague of Filth, and that album absolutely does rip. But it was a bit of a departure from the sound, right? The sound definitely shifted a little bit towards a more modern deathcore vibe. I'm pretty sure it's a different vocalist. If it's not a different vocalist, then that's mental. I probably should have looked this up, really, to be honest. But yeah, delivering a bit more of like a straightforward standard deathcore affair with the brutality still there. It is pretty sick, to be honest. Like, if you're looking for albums to like get you into the slamming, like, but you're still a little bit scared, like, that might be a nice gateway one, because there's a lot of sort of like modern deathcore footholds that you can sort of get into. And,
what's like it's like a moderate version of slam, like a thump?
If you're looking for a nice thump, yeah.
Before you're ready to go full slam.
If you want to get thumped out, then, you know, get into Plague of Filth. It does rip. But yeah, very cool, still brutal, but yeah, stylistically a little bit different. And then, from what I can gather, they've had quite a spot of bother over the last like 10 years or so. Like, they didn't seem to be control of their music. Like, they recently like got it back, like at the end of 2024, I think. Like, so that, you know, they've been through it a bit.
And they're weird that happens, like bands
It's
can
mental, isn't it?
lose ownership of their own music. Like,
Yeah.
the record industry is a weird place.
And you know, like I say, like Megalodon's been like cashing in slam bucks, dude. So they, anyway, you get to January 2025, they make an announcement that their vocalist Jack has departed, and he has been replaced by a guy called Alexander Hall Christensen. And they post this video of him, and he is an absolute monster. This video rules. He absolutely smashes it. He's got some really cool stuff on his YouTube channel of him doing vocal stuff, and he's just a proper monster. And this is the guy that you hear on this record.
Right.
So then that was in January. Skip to December, the full EP releases, and it's just absolutely knocked my socks clean off, Gary, and into Next Door's Garden.
I mean, you say that that's the new vocalist, but I don't know, not sure if I actually believe you. And I feel like this has come out at a perfect time that the algorithm can be optimized, because the vocalist of this band is clearly Lord Vecna from Stranger Things. I think we could name this episode 10 Theories About Stranger Things That Will Blow Your Mind, and just say that they're all about how Vecna started a slam band and milk some clickbait out of it. No, seriously, like, this is
Stranger
absolutely
Slams.
Stranger Slam.
There has to be a record out there.
It's got to be done. It's just take the like, just over the top of it. But seriously though, this is absolutely rad. This is so sick. I was like listening to it. It's kind of like, I guess it's coming from the kind of Waking the Cadaver end of like brutal slam, where it's got a bit of a hardcore mentality. Yes. I was kind of listening to it and thinking to myself, like, it's not too far removed from like Knocked Loose. I mean, granted, the steps that you would have to take to make this into Knocked Loose are quite big. Like, do the vocals the complete opposite way. But like, when you listen to the riffs and stuff and what's happening, really the only difference is that the drums just kind of go dum 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 over the top. Like, I think some of the most satisfying heavy riffs I've heard from 2025, and I didn't even hear it till this year. But like, they're just, you know, when you hear like a proper music, like nerd muso type person talking about like melodies needing to resolve, like these guys know how to make a riff resolve, man. Like they absolutely know how to just bring things round and make them feel as perfect as possible.
Yeah, man. I'm so glad you're on board with it, dude. I was thinking I might have just been fully slam-pilled and I just needed to sense check it.
I mean, you have. Like, you 100% have. But of the standard of slam that you have been sending me things recently, this is definitely top tier.
It's incredible, isn't it? It is properly brutal. There's still samples all over it. Like the track titles, this is a little bit more in the realm of the serious than other records that we're going to be talking about. You know, the tracks lean into more sort of existential dread than just pure comedy, like it's someone getting their knob chopped off or something. Yeah. You know, the music is so like super confrontational and intense, but yeah, like when they like lock into those like riffs and grooves, like it's undeniable, man. Like the way that like some of these tracks start are just it's comfort food, man. It hits so hard. I think
completely.
And another thing that I think it sort of sounds a little like quite similar musically to is that Weeping record that we talked about, Spiritual Barbarism. Like,
yeah, I can hear that for sure.
I can feel that sort of like, yeah, like a bit of a, you know, like hardcore in its genetics, like sort of coming at it from like a nailsy perspective, but then just absolutely slamming the nut off it. Like, it's honestly, I was driving back a couple of weeks ago and I had to send you a voice note when I was driving. And I was like, Gary, I mean this in no uncertain terms. Well, I think that this might be the best sounding record I've heard all year. It's just produced so brilliantly. Yeah. Like the snares pop without being obnoxious. Everything sits really great in the mix. It's a really great mix. Like the chugs have like an unreal level of beef, and like the vocal prowess is brilliant. Like, you know, because it can really be up and down in music like this. And this is
down,
like is
downer.
Down, even more down.
Even more down. Yeah, I think the thing with like the production, like you said, is I feel like sometimes the goal of slam is to purposefully make it sound as unlistenable as possible, and that's not what's gone on with this Guttural Slug EP, which is what makes me kind of gravitate towards it a bit more, and to actually like kind of see past the associations that the genre kind of has and focus on how absolutely rad it is.
Yeah, it's sick. The final track's great as well. There's like a little like atmospheric build up, and then there's sort of these wailing guitars and these synth layers, and then it's like a proper like almost like a drum outro, like pretty cool. I don't think too many people are doing. Yeah, yes, dude. Yes,
it started sounding a bit like Cold Chamber to me.
Slam Chamber,
which I was down with. Yeah, it was just cool to hear him like try and vibe a bit. Like, vibing out isn't really a slam, but it isn't really in the slam playbook.
Not many vibes.
Nice. No, not often a vibe dense kind of area of music. But it was quite nice to hear him just kind of add some atmosphere and do something a bit different. It was cool.
It's great. It's fantastic. I think this would be, if we'd have done EPs of the year, I think this would be mine up there with Mastiff and God Complex. Like it's just,
yeah, it's strong.
It's so good. It's
Beautiful
great.
And that's probably my favourite EP of the year.
That was fantastic. But yeah, like if there's any chance that you're not traditionally a fan of sort of like brutal death or slam, give this a go, man. There's just so much to love about it. It's an EP. It's also 21 minutes, which is 1 minute longer than the Slam album we're going to be talking about. It's just so much fun. I like it, genuinely like one of the best sounding records of this year for me.
Yeah, dude, very cool. Ulcers in the Flesh of Thought by Guttural Slug. Banger, mate. Keeping it slam, keeping it ridiculous. Next on the list is something that came out on Boxing Day. This was what the wise men brought to Jesus Christ at his birth. The record is called Industrialized Masochist Ecstasy by Truckstop Dickpill. What a great! This is just one of the most hilariously great things I've heard all year. Honestly, it's possibly the most daft record. But then you listen to it and you kind of think like Sanguisugabog or like Bonginator. These are bands who we've originally started listening to because their music is really ridiculous, and over time they've learned to take the ridiculous and make it absolutely awesome. And I kind of feel like Truckstop Dickpill could probably do a similar thing with what they're doing here. Big Ass Truck are another band. We started listening to Big Ass Truck because I thought it was really funny. And before you know it, they're like one of the hypest bands on the scene. And I honestly believe that we could be getting in on the ground level on an absolutely awesome hype band. And we live in a post-peeling flesh world, man. Like we are living in that post-peeling flesh slam world. And this record, I mean, it's not an EP, it's an album, but it is quite short, like you said. It's just brilliant. It's just banging riffs. Loads and loads of samples about
so many samples. It's just got such a massively satisfying amount of samples.
I think there's
like six samples in the opening track. It's so good.
Were you ever into Kill Whitney Dead back in the day? Kill Whitney Dead were like this MySpace deathcore band who basically just had about 10 samples per song, guaranteed. They had more samples than they had actual vocals in their music.
That's sick. That does rip. I like that.
Yeah, it was proper brilliant. And this is like Kill Whitney Dead if they were dropped on their head as a baby. This kind of sounds like to me. How many of the samples do you actually recognise? Like, I recognised Forgetting Sarah Marshall, the Dixical bit. That's there's a bit where they sample Celine Dion, which is incredible. And then obviously there's a Family Guy one in there somewhere, which is like pretty traditional. If you're going to be making slam and doing samples, you've got to use some Family Guy at some point.
Yeah, there's an Alex Jones bit.
Yeah, there's a bit of an Alex Jones one. Yeah, I'll clock that, to be fair.
Also, Asa, big up Asa. He pinged out that there's a Fast Show sample in Mobile Fuck Factory, which is I've just come. Brilliant. Like, that is hilarious that like they even know what that is.
The way that there's that bit where they sample someone doing a prayer and they just edit it to make it just like all about I'm coming and I'm coming. Jesus was coming and he was coming. Oh, it's proper funny. It's proper funny. Like the bit that I don't know what it's like. The old people right near the beginning where he's like, "You're a boulder." He's like, out pushing a pram around. I'm just cracking up about this record about Viagra and old people. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, this album's amazing, and the front cover is out of this world.
It's heinous, isn't it? It's so
absolutely
good.
Grim.
It's fantastic. Like when you make music like this, you've got to go hard on the cover, and that does, mate. That was brilliant.
Honestly, and it's not just like the music. The record isn't just funny. Like they have actually got riffs. They can actually put together some really cool stuff. Like generally, I don't know that it's even got lyrics. The vocals are just, but it doesn't really matter.
Nah, that's fine. Don't even matter. Like it's just
not important.
Samples galore, bass booms galore, slams all over the place, pinches all over the place. It's just 20 minutes. It's 9 tracks, 20 minutes of just the most fun possible. Like this is like both of these records, that both the Guttural Slug and Truckstop Dickpill are just so much fun. Like, but they're coming at it from slightly different angles. Like this is definitely more in the like in your face, completely having a laugh vibe, but still just smashing it along the way. Like doing like funny things, like doing a part where like the beatdown gets slower in barbaric shunting procedure, and then the vocals get all bubbly and unhinged. Like just having so much fun for it. It's like comedy slam done right, and you know. Like you deserve to have a laugh while you're jamming out, bro. You deserve to like take the edge off the severity of existence every now and then, and what better way to do it with breakdowns and samples? Like you deserve it, mate. Like
there are very few small joys in this world than listening to a record that sounds like this. This is one of those perfect records if you're ever like at a group gathering and you want to just upset everybody when they pass you the aux. You know, like that used to be like your absolute. When I was at uni and everyone was into like trendy indie music, that was my ultimate goal, was to upset everybody with the music that I chose to play. And this would have been the perfect record to put on. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I remember doing that specifically at your stag do, putting Cult Leader on when everyone was playing pool. Really annoyed everyone. It was well good. I loved it. I was so happy with us. I was so happy with us.
I was absolutely bloody chuffed.
But yeah,
ripped hole in the bezel. Is it the bezel? Is that what they call it? The green stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, mate. I mean,
Roddy O'Sullivan. Jesus Christ.
If I'm at the afters and they don't want to listen to Truckstop, I'm off skis, mate.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I'm going home. I'm taking my half a bottle of Jack Daniels and I'm going home, mate.
Yeah, I'm taking my 3 undrunk cans of hooch that I bought at the co-op, and I'm off skis.
And my spliff ends that I fished out of the ashtray. I'm going home, mate. Yeah, man. Industrialized and Masochist Ecstasy by Truckstop Dickpill. Merry Christmas. Oh dear. I had one more record that I've been jamming a lot that came out in December. Any other week it would probably be one of the heaviest things to talk about, but this week it basically sounds like fucking Sleep Token. The band are called Abbie Falls. The record's called Life Is Just a Temporary Pain. They're from Prague, which is a lovely city. It's not very relevant to their music, but it is true nonetheless. They call themselves new metalcore, which has for us kind of become a bit of a loaded genre tag. There was a time when we would basically be all over anything that was kind of called that, if anything that came with that moniker. But, you know, the longer it sticks around, the less and less we trust the quality of a band that refer to themselves as new metalcore. But I have got to say, Abbie Falls do not fuck around. They are absolutely brilliant. Like, I think they've got a sound that, for my money, reminds me of Bring Me On Suicide Season combined with Bleed From Within. I think that's kind of where they are. They're like really chunky and riffy, but also it's got that kind of wild, like franticness that you always used to get from older Bring Me Horizon when they kind of stopped doing the straight up deathcore and went into a more metalcore world. Their music always had this kind of fizzy chaos about it, and there's a lot of that going on in this Abbie Falls record. I think it's really, really cool. It's a lot of bounce, a lot of fun. They know how to get relentlessly heavy when they need to, but then also they can chuck a bit of melody in the guitar work. You know, they're not scared of that. If you're a person who rated stuff like Throne and you were really disappointed by the disposable nature of their album, I would recommend checking out this album instead. They're a band that don't kind of, you know, they do throw in the tropes. The tropes are there, the trap beats, the industrial stuff, the Marilyn Manson voice, like it's all in there. but they've got a bit more personality and a bit more style around it. And there's a lot of really great moments in the record. Like, you know, those kind of moments in heavy music where you'd imagine in the music video someone would focus on a foot being slammed into a puddle. You know, like, you know, all the like the kind of heaviness and the craziness kind of when it hits really hard. There's a lot of those moments in this on this album, and they always hit really well. And the vocalist is really good. Like, you can tell he's agonized over every syllable that he performs. There's a few moments across the record where it kind of goes a cappella before a breakdown, and you just listen to the guy and you're like, this guy's cool. Like, he's not scared. Like, you have to be brave to kind of scream a cappella, like to just scream into nothing. Like, when you're being backed by loud music is one thing, but when everything kind of cuts out and it's just you do something like that, you gotta have cojones for it, mate. You have got to have cojones. Yeah, there's a lot going on this. It's really, really good. And I know as a man in nearly in my 40s who is now a father, I should have grown out of metalcore. I should start listening to something that's more age appropriate, like thrash or doom metal. But you know what? Fuck it, I'm a grown man who likes metalcore. Whatever. I see it as like the heavy music equivalent of watching cartoons. Like, if my sister's kids come to my house and they put on Paw Patrol, I can't pretend that I'm not watching it and thinking that it's actually pretty sick, and that Rubble's probably my favourite one.
Mate, you ever watch Rubble and Crew? You're going to get into that, don't worry.
There's a Rubble spin-off.
Did you not even know? Rubble's got his own spin-off.
Dude.
Yeah, it's got a fantastic song as well. Wait. I'm not going to sing it. Rubble and Crew.
I thought you were going to sing it then. I was getting excited. You were going to sing it to me.
Mate, I can't believe it. What a great bit of news as a father to you know, to realise that your favourite character's got a spin-off. That's a banger.
Absolutely rad.
Yeah.
There's a rad album that I can listen to, and there's now a whole new TV show I can check out. Rubble on the Double.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. This sounded sick, man.
Love being compared to Paw Patrol.
Definitely got a bunch of the Bring Me's from me for sure. Could absolutely say, like, you know, in down to his like vocal delivery, like, and it's that time of like where like at least it was like really like interesting vocally. Like, it might not necessarily be up to like stuff that we're really interested in now, but that sort of like that little pocket, that little like post deathcore sort of pocket of albums. Like, I know a lot of people really love that sound.
Those two records were like are fucking brilliant. Like, it doesn't really matter what you think about Bring Me Horizon anymore. Those two records, you can't deny, are absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Sick. Yeah. Life is a Temporary Pain by Abbie Falls. I would strongly recommend it if you like bouncy riffy stuff.
Bouncing and riffing. Definitely do enjoy bouncing and riffing.
I love both. I tell you who does love that is my son. He loves bouncing and riffing, and he is 6 weeks old. Honestly, I was listening to that Abbie Falls record. I had him in my arms. I was kind of, you know, rocking out, and he fell asleep. He fell asleep. Fell asleep to some bouncy new metalcore.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
That's my boy. I was the proudest I've ever been.
We've got a couple singles to chat about now. This has just got announced, and I'm bloody stoked. Final Gasp are back. They put out a album called Morning Moon in 2023, and it was sick. It kind of felt like Turnstile Goes Death Rock, and what's not to love about that? It's fantastic. It was a really cool album, but I definitely think they left some, left bits on the table. It wasn't completely fully realized. It was like a statement like, yeah, these guys are up to something. And then I haven't really heard of them for ages. And then a couple of hours ago, got a lovely little email saying that they've got a new album coming out called New Day Symptoms, and it's coming out on the 27th of February by Relapse. The single is called The Apparition, and it's fantastic. Really, really
good.
cool.
Yeah. You asked me to check this out just before we started recording, and I really enjoyed it.
Mate, this is one for my fall children. This is one for my Danzig enjoyers, my AFI enjoyers, my Samhain enjoyers, my Unto Others fans. This is
Grebos.
Absolutely sick. Just the Grebos, the probably, anyone that's ever painted their nails black or purple, or maybe sort of one black then one purple, or if you had like loads of little bands. Do you ever have remember you just had like 10 bands?
Yeah, I didn't wear them, but I know what you're talking about.
I had a couple of bands, mate. Don't worry about it.
You ever wore a cape? I reckon somebody wore a cape would be into this band, this song.
Anyone that's ever sort of gone, do you know what? Life would probably be better as a vampire. To be honest, daytime's boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's busy everywhere. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. It's dark, it's raw, it's melodic, and this album sounds like it's going to be really, really cool, man. Like I said, the 2023 album was cool. I think a lot of people really enjoyed it, but it didn't do too much. And they're saying that this record is, they've got bigger ideas in there and they're broadening their sound. And I think that's exactly what they need to be able to just pull off something properly special. They were already 75% there on putting out a fantastic album. And yeah, just a little bit more time, a little bit more experimentation, just a couple more swings for a few fences, and they could really be putting out something special, man.
Yeah, I've never come across this band before, but I really dug it. I kind of thought those machines that you put Play-Doh in and you squeeze them and they're the shapes come out the end. It's kind of like someone took a hardcore record and shoved it in one of those machines that's post-punk and squeezed it and made a hardcore record squeeze out in a post-punk shape. It's got that kind of that bite to it, but it's kind of reminded me a bit of Grave Pleasures in the way that it kind of was delivered. Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely be keen to check that record out. We should probably talk about it on the show.
100%, man. Yeah, definitely that sort of gothic, romantic edge. Yeah, couple of ravens knocking about. You know the vibe, mate. A few goblets. You know it, mate. Absolutely. And Unto Others are doing pretty well. I think they've become a band that people have really, really enjoyed, and they're very much playing with that sound. You've seen them sort of come along and do really well, and get on really big tours, and yeah, I think this can really sort of sit in a nice lane adjacent to that without sort of copying it too much. It's gonna
it's definitely a good time to be a goth band. I think there's a good chance that coming out with something a bit more gothic is gonna really get you noticed in 2026. So yeah, man, I'm keen to hear that, the Final Gasp record. What's the record called? Sorry.
The record is going to be called New Day Symptoms, and yeah, out on February the 27th. And yeah, definitely go back and listen to Morning Moon from 2023, and yeah, I think you'll be very much excited for this new record.
Cool. And then the other thing that you wanted to talk about couldn't be any more different if you tried.
One more bit of brutality before we get out your ear. So Dan Tucker of Crown Magnetar has got a new solo project, and it's absolutely ridiculous. It's so bloody sick. It's so bloody hard. It sounds absolutely massive, and the 2 singles we've had so far are just insane. They are just pure, intense brutality, like to the nth degree, like devastating, like triggered drums that like that just shake you to your core. Like he properly like weaponizes his vocals. Like he's a really good vocalist in Crown Magnetar, which are already a really, really bloody heavy band. So like, you know, he's stretched his legs, he knows what he's up to. And then this stuff is just pants shittingly brutal.
You want to tell the people what it's called?
Oh yeah, it's called Bludgeonex. Which is obviously sick.
Honestly, in an episode where we have talked about Truckstop Dickpill, this is the daftest thing I've ever fucking heard. This is absolutely bananas.
Yeah, it's bananas, mate. So a couple of weeks ago, the first single dropped, The Godless Layer, and it just took my bloody head off, mate. Like, straight away. And it's what it is. I think it's just that, like, that really intense production level, which you don't often get with a lot of brutal stuff. Like, I think a lot of brutal stuff sort of like fires on a few cylinders and not necessarily in the places you want. But like, this is like, he's obviously got, you know, he's just doing it all himself. He's like just masterminding this, just like annihilation level brutal death. And like, I'm just here for it, dude. It's so intense. Like, the drums and the chinas and stuff sound insane. They're going so much. It's like the band's playing in a bloody waterfall or something at some point. It's mental.
This band, they sound like if Agoraphobic Nosebleed were a brutal death band. Like, this thing is absolutely nuts. It's got some of the most ludicrously programmed drums I've ever heard. The vocals sound like a wild boar being stabbed. Like, the song structures are bananas. There's this kind of constant fizzing fuzzy noise that sounds like a constant scream throughout the entire thing. The snare drum sounds like an oil drum. So yeah, it's basically brilliant. I love when you review Slam, you basically, the things that you could point out that sound like negatives are actually like the ultimate positives that make it incredible. If anyone's ever thought, oh god, I don't like listening to the heaviest because they're just relentlessly positive about anything, this is a new way for us to kind of put a spin on it. Highlighting why a band suck and saying that's what makes them good.
It's so good, isn't it?
Honestly, this Bludgeonex, when you first sent it to me, I don't know what I was expecting, but I nearly shat myself. It's just, and it's like the first track, like the Godless Layer, has got like a minute-long sample at the beginning of it that really lulls you into a full sense of like, oh, okay, like you kind of like, oh, okay, I'm ready. What's going to happen? And the sample's like going on about how, oh, once you played a song on it was like a sample from an old radio show. They're like, once you played a song and I really hated it, and I thought it was gonna like it was gonna poison my children or something. I can't remember what he said. I was like, oh, okay, what the fuck's gonna happen then? And it just punches you in the face. It's like walking out in front of an 18-wheeler by accident. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous, mate. I'm really glad you brought this into my life, because it's one of this is stupid and I love it.
It's one of the most mentally heavy things I've listened to in ages, and I've been really listening to loads of mental heavy things lately. Like, I've been listening to Sulfuric Quarterly loads at the minute, and this beats it. It's bananas, mate. Like, yeah, this is so much fun. You know, who knows where it's going to go. I think he's got more tracks coming, definitely. There's no announcement necessarily on like when or what, but like, judging that the first 2 weren't too far apart from each other, maybe the others will just sort of trickle out a bit. Like, but either way, like, I'm just ready for it, man. I'm ready, and like, you know, maybe he's just, you know, this definitely is just like him having a bit of fun, right? This is like, you know, because I guess the stresses of being in a modern band and things and machines that involve so many people, it must just be really nice to just like have a massive laugh and do something insane, like, and that you're completely in control of. So like, yeah, I just look forward to seeing what he gets up to with this, man. It's fucking
absolutely.
excellent.
Absolutely, I'm with you. I'm like poised and ready to hear what the next ridiculous song sounds like. Oh man, yeah, Bludgeonex, an awesome band name, awesome logo as well. Looks really
fantastic, cool. Fantastic.
Yeah, proper rad.
Yeah,
and thus ends the Slamber.
Oh, it's Slamuary now, Gary.
It's Slamuary now. We're into Slamuary. Please tell me we're not going to do a lot more slam bands on the next
We might have to do
podcast.
Shrebuary. Shrebuary.
Shreduary.
And then, I don't know, what's March? Just like Splotch. I don't know, I'll just be like, I'll get into just like porno grind.
Just core grind. Oh dear.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Some really, really, really fun records. If you haven't checked them out, go ahead and just get on it. Leave us some comments and stuff. Let us know what you enjoyed. And yeah, we'll be back shortly talking
Recommend
about
Sonny some new slam bands because the more obnoxious the better.
yeah. And join the Discord.
Yeah, do it.
Loads of homies in there sharing brilliant music like this. We have a laugh. We have fun. We talk. We just talk about everything really in there. It's a lovely little corner of the internet. Only come through if you're not a cunt, though. See you later. Bye.
Bye.